All right, hello, wonderful people. Welcome. It's Stormcrow here. Sorry I haven't been around for a little while. I haven't been live, anyways. I still have plenty of videos to upload because I'm forever behind on uploading videos. Maybe one day I'll actually catch up on that. But for now, I'm still behind. Well, one day I'll figure out an actual system to upload things properly. Maybe more on time. I haven't exactly figured out what to do with that yet, but for now, I'll just sort of wing it until eventually I get there. Now, this month has not gone according to plan, and I'm really sorry about that. It's been, I don't know, just full of drama, it's just been busier at work than expected. It's been a long time, so perhaps you'd like to join me in some coloring. Because coloring is always a nice, fun activity. Coloring is a nice, fun activity that doesn't require a lot of... Well, you know, it's not stressful, usually. Coloring shouldn't be stressful, in my opinion. If your coloring is stressful to you, then I'm deeply sorry. Maybe you should try something else. Anyways, hi, hello, I'm Stormcrow. You might have forgotten about me, because, you know, I've been sort of occupied for the past, month or so. But I'm still here. I still exist. It's okay, this is only a hobby for me anyways. Just sort of a way to... A way to share. A way to share. And maybe put a smile on someone else's face. Because, you know, I know there are plenty of times when I'm in a bad mood. And, I don't know, just seeing someone else laugh over anything is just nice. It's just nice. Or just seeing someone else be happy is sometimes just all you need. Or all I need, anyways. I don't know. You might not be the same as myself. In any case, if you are here for any period of time, thank you for joining me as I listen to some music from Dark Rain. Oh, the childhood memories come back to me. I am really looking forward to getting more music into the playlist. Really looking forward to getting more music into the playlist. I do love the music that I have, though because I've played so much Graveyard Keeper recently, there's a lot of Graveyard Keeper music. So I sort of want to... I sort of feel like I need to... Well, I have felt like I've needed to take a break from it. That music could come up now. It's not to say that I don't like that music, it's to say that because I played the game, actually, for such a long time so recently, it made it tough to listen to. So... It's kind of nice, kind of sweet that we're getting some other music in the playlist at the moment. Here, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll remove my face from here. You don't need to see that. You don't need that in the way. Of course, I could come back at any time. You never know. Alright, I'm getting good practice with my hotkeys. We'll get there. Until one day it'll be all fully smooth and all that fun jazz. Soon, I'll be starting my recordings in a different way. In a slightly different way. I mean, I won't actually be starting the recordings in a different way. But my plan, part of my plan to help get on top of the fact that uploading videos takes time, my plan is to start recording them more in single segments, depending on the game. You know, if it's like 2 different missions of an RTS game, they're probably going to be 2 different videos. Even if they're like 30 minutes apiece. But if it's something like, I know that this is coming up soon, like Age of Wonders, some of the smaller missions might only be 35 minutes or so, but some of the longer missions take a longer time. So I might be playing for, I don't know, 5 hours. We'll say I could be playing for 5 hours. And instead of breaking that up into 5 different uploads, what I'm going to try doing, which maybe it won't be a good idea, we'll see. It all depends on... part of it depends on whether or not it works. Part of it depends on whether or not you like it like that. But the plan is to upload them, or to make everything all into one segment. I'm still going to take my breaks, but I've found a way to pause the recording so that I can go take my break when I need to, without having to make a completely new video. That should, in theory, help upload things faster. Because you see, I was thinking to myself that though I enjoy making my videos or doing things in about 1 hour segments, it works very well, it seems. I don't necessarily enjoy uploading my videos in 1 hour segments. I mean, as a person who watches videos often, I'm happy to put on a video that could be, hours, many hours long. You know, as long as there's something going on. I might skip ahead if there's some more boring parts that I'm not interested in, but I don't mind if it's, you know, a long video. So, for some reason, I did not think to myself that maybe, just maybe, other people might actually like to watch long single segment videos as well. Duh. There's gotta be other people. I can't be the only one in the world. So, I mean, it all depends on what I'm doing, of course. If I decided to instead of only do 1 hour of coloring pixels, if I decided to do, I don't know, 2 hours, I could make it all into one video. It'd be a lot easier. It would be a lot easier to, upload later. All in one piece. At least that's the idea. Now, at some point, I still have to actually take the time to upload things. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. But I am making plans. I am making plans. So, be excited, if you wish, for everything I plan, everything I do is for the good of you. Find people, find folks who want to watch. Who want to join me in a space of peace and nicety where we can actually enjoy just hanging out, you know? Figure there's enough places out there where we can all fight. Let's make one more place where we can be nice and help each other. Don't care if that sounds cheesy. That is the plan. That is the goal. Whatever happens with this channel, I want it to be a nice place. Man, we're getting lucky with the music choices. Holy. Whoops. Missed those, didn't I? Oh my goodness. I'm a little off. My goodness. I'm so sloppy. I'm so sorry. Not that the point of this is actually to be like a pro coloring person. Because it's not. I'm sure you're not here to watch me be the best at coloring in the world. So, yeah. All right, let's take a moment, just a moment to zoom out. Any guesses what it is yet? It looks like, to me, it looks like another one of those, well, it looks like another landscape, kind of like the last one, but maybe more like, I don't know, in the desert or something like that. I like it so far. These to me look like clouds. I like them. We'll see. We'll see what it actually is. Soon. I'm sure. Let's find 39 and 40. I think I've spent enough time away from Graveyard Keeper now that I can make better decisions on whether or not the music is actually good enough to keep. Yeah. I I mean, one day in the end, I want to have only the best music on this playlist. This is okay. But like, I don't know, I've seen better. I just got a really good idea. Give me one moment while I do this. And then bring you over here. Okay. I think that works. Yeah, I'm not actually going to remove it yet. I'm just going to down thumb it. Because later I want to find it in my other playlist and remove it from there too, so I don't have extra copies where there don't need to be, or things like that. Yeah. You know, things that make me happy when it comes to organizing stuff. That. See, now this one I feel like is more like one that I would actually be happy to hear and to dance to. I'm not entirely certain yet, but I'm happy to keep it around for now. So what's on the plans for... I gotta remember that every time I do that, it's gonna change it on me. So what's in the plans for today? What are we doing? Well, right now, as you can see, we are playing Coloring Pixels. Or we are coloring pixel? We are coloring pixels into colors? I don't know. Right now is Coloring Pixels. This should be going on for, about another 45-ish minutes. After that, I have been oh so kindly asked by... Did I? Oh, yes, that is what happens when I do that. Good point. Okay, one moment. There we go. Okay. Things I have to do just to make sure I don't accidentally show the wrong information by mistake. So after Coloring Pixels today, I've been oh so kindly asked by Slavomir Jakovsky, the creator of Battle of Tarlis and Hockey Split. That's it. I played them earlier. They're free games that you can find on Steam. I'll be playing those later. After some amount of time, about an hour, of coloring some pixels, we're going to be moving on to those. He tells me there's been some updates. I don't know how long that will be to see. I don't know. It might take... I mean, the initial games weren't very long in the first place. It might not take very long. So, I am planning to then play Frost Train. It's a free game. Believe it or not, a free game on Steam. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Why do I play so many free games on Steam when I have games that I've actually purchased that I haven't played yet? I don't know. It's fun. There's so much fun to be had. But, that being said, once I'm done with Frost Train, I might finish up with Graveyard Keeper. I don't know yet. We'll see. I guess I do want to see the ending of Graveyard Keeper, but I don't think I'll be getting the achievements in it. Oh, sad. Sad, I know. Sad, I know. This looks like a sun to me. This looks like a sun. This is actually beginning to look like it could be a creature or something. In the middle here, I'm not entirely sure. Or like a mountain? I don't know, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down so we can get some kind of outline of what we're seeing. Any guesses? Any guesses what we're seeing yet? I have none. Other than a landscape. At this point, I don't know. Let's keep coloring. It's a nice shade of blue. This is a nice shade of blue. I still feel like going down, but maybe I'll do the 8s first. And then the 10s. That's also a nice shade of blue. I like it. I like it. Anyways, I'm sure I've had some interrupted thoughts earlier. That's okay. Eventually get all my thoughts out. That's part of why I like playing Coloring Pixels, because I just get to sit here and talk and eventually get it all out while I listen to this beautiful, beautiful music. So, yeah, we got plans. We got a docket of games that I've planned for at the moment. Music is now over there because it's easier for me to keep track of things that I want to keep track of over there. I think. It's going to take some getting used to. But it lets me keep a notepad here, and I like having a notepad. That's cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Getting used to those hotkeys. I keep playing around with those hotkeys until I am so used to them that I can do them in my sleep. Now, of course, that's just a saying, but that's pretty much what I've done at work. Is just force myself to figure out hotkeys or ways to just do things to be faster at what I want to do. So, I keep practicing. We'll get there eventually. Won't have to question my hotkeys if I do them enough. with my new plans for recording, if I want to continue coloring a picture that has taken longer than I would expect it to, or just longer than an hour, that's usually my time limit, I can just keep going. All in one video. It's pretty exciting to me. You might not care at all, or it might be really cool for you, because it might just make it easier for you to keep watching. Either way, it is a bit of an experiment. Oh my goodness, I need to not move before I finish clicking. Anyways, it's a bit of an experiment for me to see, I suppose, if it actually does work better for people wanting to view my content, or if it's completely pointless. Realistically, I do actually think it will help with being able to get things uploaded sooner. So, any of my Twitch folks probably won't notice a difference. Because, well, there's nothing for them to see. My YouTube friends, though, the ones that I sort of have to work long-term for, I mean, I do have to do things long-term. For anyone on Twitch, too, I have to be consistent. And here, if anyone's going to consistently watch me on Twitch, but on YouTube, I have to, it's an even longer term thing, in a different way, that I have to have content to upload, preferably new content that is getting uploaded somewhat regularly, but it has to be content that can last, that can be watchable. So I gotta test some things out, gotta try some things. And I did have that epiphany, that thought to myself, why not just try to make the content, why not try to make my videos more like the ones that I would watch myself? I can still have a break in there, but I can also cut the break out. I can still have the break in during my live sessions, but I can cut the break out for the recordings. So, if I get good enough at using these hotkeys, oh, come on. I pressed one. I didn't wait long enough. If I get good enough using these hotkeys, which is another reason that I like playing Coloring Pixels, because it sort of encourages me to, you know, use hotkeys, use my keyboard in a different way from what I normally use it for. How so, you ask? Well, you see, I can punch in any series of numbers I wish, and I can start coloring that color. I could, yes, search for it down at the bottom, but if I'm trying to actually be fast about it, then I can just hit the number combination. So, doing that can help me sort of I want to say expand my brain. It can help me learn to use my hotkeys anywhere on my keyboard. Not just these ones here, but of course getting used to these as well helps in other places, such as number combinations when entering numbers in for work. Of course, it also helps to be able to click on the right spot. Yes, number combinations at work. Very important if you enter in numbers all day. So in a strange way, this is a fun training program for work. It's sort of a little bit of typing and a little bit of focus. Not that I have, not that there's really anything too exciting to be focused about, but it's there. Now, not having to search for the numbers at the bottom also makes it a little more dynamic as we color this in and just sort of choose whatever colors, whatever numbers fancy us while we're coloring this in. Makes it potentially more fun for how we uncover this picture and taking guesses. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why it can be so terrifying to take a guess, but it can be. It can be terrifying to put yourself out there and just take a guess. Sometimes. I don't know why. Let me finish finding whatever 14s jump out at me here. And then maybe we'll take another step back. Oh, there's more here. More here. I'm not sure. I mean, again, it just looks like a landscape of some kind, but I'm not. What is this down here? What is this? I've colored this in. What is this? What is this thing? Like it looks almost like a desert with like a mountain and but underwater stuff. Like, what am I looking at? I don't know. I don't have a guess on this. If you know what this is at this point, about halfway through the video, I assume. If you have a guess, let me know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. If you know at this point, I mean, I'm more than halfway done. A little bit. What is it? What is it? Oh, look at the different shade of gray. Because the other shades of gray weren't good enough, had to make a different one. I assume it's their way of making the things, quote, harder to color, but I don't really know. Oh, this is... Dark Rain. Your memories. I hate that listening to you make me want to play you. Because I know how bad you are. Oh, Dark Rain. Look, okay, if you want to watch Dark Rain videos, I've made them already. I've already made them. You can look in my past videos, you can search for StormcrowOne Dark Rain. You'll find. You will find. Dark Rain videos. I don't need to play them again. It was fun. It was a fun, nostalgic trip. That's not the color that I was expecting at all. That's another fun thing about not looking at this, is that I get surprised by the colors. Anyways, Dark Rain was a fun, nostalgic trip. I do not need to play it again. I might. We'll see. I don't know why the old games are so much fun. I'm sure new games would be fun to play too. And hey, probably more people would want to watch newer games. But no, Stormcrow, you want to play games like Coloring Pixels, where you can be calm and cozy and pleasing and happy to people. No, you want to play old games. Like Dark Rain. Oh, I didn't actually pick a color there. There we go. This must be a tree of some kind. Must be. Because it sure is not the underwater color that I was expecting. Yeah, I mean, Dark Rain is oddly fun, I will admit. It's oddly fun, but I think, I don't know, what really bothers me about it is that what really tends to bother me about it is that oh, this is a really good song too. All the songs are good when you only put good music on the playlist. Anyways. What was I saying before I got distracted by good music? Something. Dark Rain's a lot of fun, but the I don't know, like the AI, I assume the way the AI was programmed, it just doesn't know how to handle a lot of actions at one time. So it starts out real good, but then as the game progresses, as you get more units in the game, everything takes longer to accept commands, which makes it real hard to have a coordinated strike against your foes, which then sort of turns the game into who can get super weapons the fastest and just win with super weapons. I've never really been a fan of super weapons. Never really been a big fan of super weapons in games. I think they are a cop-out, is what I think. Now, obviously, they are a good... Well, like, I mean, essentially, I agree. They are a good strategy. If you're facing someone who's turtling in a strategy game, in an RTS game, yeah, sure, you need something like a super weapon to blast them to bits. Some way to punish them for just being a turtle. However, that being said, I hate playing that way. I agree that they need to exist, or they are good to exist for gameplay purposes. If there aren't other ways. if there aren't other good ways to deal with that. How did I get on that topic? I don't know. Don't even remember. Doesn't matter though, because I'm having fun. Oh yes, I remember how I got on that topic. Because Dark Rain often turns into super weapon slogs. Because, I will say, if it's... If the super weapon is an option to break the turtle's position, that's fine. But Dark Rain, because of how poorly the AI or system started to perform after some time, it kind of, yeah, you knew that that's where you were going. Into just a super weapon slog. So, I mean, I don't know. I have played very few multiplayer games of Dark Rain. It's probably going to stay that way forever. I may, for the funsies of it, open up some Dark Rain sometime for the stream. Remind you of where we all came from. That was one of my first ever games was Dark Rain. So if you like the kinds of games that I play, if you enjoy the content that I make, first thing you should do is thank Dark Rain, because it started with that. And all the other early RTS games. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Alright, this is really cute. It is some kind of little house. Or temple. I'm beginning to think this up here is not just a random decoration, but is probably an actual Japanese character or something. I'm so sorry if it's actually Chinese or something. I don't know. I don't know. And if anyone does know, good, you can let us know. I'm happy to learn. Though at this point I will say that it makes little difference to me what the answer is. So I'm happy to learn, but if no one knows, that's okay too. Don't hurt yourself to find out. Wow, I didn't even realize that it actually stopped being 15s there. That was just by total luck. Oops, missed. Okay, so I no longer believe that this is a mountain. I believe this is the top of the temple. You know, I didn't even quite realize that that one there was a 25. It just, I don't know. My brain just said click. And I did. Weird. Oops. Oh my goodness. House lobby. Stormcrow, how are you ever gonna be... How are you ever gonna be a pro coloring... colorer? How will you ever be a pro colorer if you can't color accurately? That's okay. I think I'll be okay. Really. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a really pretty temple up on a hillside or something. I love it. If you had that guess some time ago, good for you. Good for you. I had no idea. I should try doing something with Seribot sometime. That thing keeps popping up whenever I start my stream. I'm pretty sure Seribot's still the one that I want. Not that I really use it for anything, but... makes sense. Should probably fix it. Otherwise, what's the point in having it at all? Right? Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yuck. Nope. Even the game was like 90. What's that supposed to be? There's no 90 here. Sorry, my bad. Wrong pick. Silly. Silly. No, I'm looking forward to listening to a lot of this music soon. Technically, this music is valid. Technically, this music is valid for playlist. I have played Age of Wonders on stream at least once. I do need to play it more to make it more valid. I think that's fair. Oh my goodness, I just can't quite see those 21s. I'm sure if I actually look for them, I'll see them. Anyways, I need to play it more to make it, like, more valid for this stream. But Age of Wonders is another one of my very first games that I grew up with. I've always wanted to do a... what is the word I'm looking for? I always wanted to do a... not a session on them. A... series? There we go. That's the word. I've always wanted to do a series on Age of Wonders. I tried to years ago, but I just didn't quite have the... I just didn't quite have the time to be able to finish it. Unfortunately, becoming a new parent is very busy. Very busy. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it's also the busiest thing I've ever been. I mean, I am happy to do anything for my children, but man, sometimes they need a lot of attention. Especially when they're growing up. When they are just little itsy bitsy babies and they're grown up, they require a lot of work. So I did not have time to do my... series that I wanted to. Sad face. Now, however, in my current situation in life, I do find myself in a position where I can finally make that series. So I'm going to. I am going to. I do want to finish up with Graveyard Keeper. Truthfully, I don't want to have that hanging over my head. Anybody who's actually excited about me playing Graveyard Keeper, not that I expect anyone to, I mean, it's a pretty old game, but I will finish it. I will finish it. I will finish it. I promise I will. Yeah, I don't want to have that hanging over me. I don't think I'm going to be getting all the achievements, though. Not unless I come back to it, like, a long time later. I'm not expecting to come back to do... I'm not expecting to 100% it. It's not... It's just not one of those games. Oh my goodness. We're almost there. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. It is very pretty. We're almost there, so I'm not expecting to need to take a break and do this in more than one segment. I think we can just finish this one up here. I will take a short break afterwards. It's always a good idea. And then I will open up the next game list, which at the moment is going to be Battle of Tarlis. So, hold on to your hats. We'll see what updates there's been to Battle of Tarlis. As well as Hockey Split. We'll be doing that as well. Followed by, we'll try something completely different. We will see what happens. I'm so sloppy. Please forgive my sloppy coloring. I actually can't. Where is this from? This is from Dwarf Fortress. I should have known. I don't know. It's so melancholy. Is that the right word? It's so melancholy. I like it though. Nope. That was not the right number. That was though. Oopsie daisies. So I gather this, what I didn't know that this was before is some kind of rock face that this little village, temple, tower, or whatever it is sitting upon. With like maybe cherry trees. I could see it. What? Okay. I mean, I get it's kind of like the number 7, but not. Kind of, but not. I like this music. I like this one. Good enough to keep as the rest of the music gets even better? I don't know. At the moment, it's good enough. lovely. Yeah, see, this is like a cherry tree. I knew it. A cherry blossom tree? Absolutely. Look at the pretty colors. Alright, see, it may have taken me a little while to get here, but I know I've figured out what this is. I figured out what this is. Alright, now if I've done this correctly, then I've left the best part for last. Which is, oops, this. Oh my goodness. It just goes to show how I'm not quite being careful enough. How I'm being lazy. Or something. Because I know I can do better than that. But you know, there is also the point. There is also the point that you shouldn't make it into, like, a job. Don't make it into something that's not fun. If I played this game, if I colored pixels just to be the best person in the world, that would be something, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm just doing this because it's fun. So, I don't really care if I'm not doing the best at it, possibly, truthfully. It's okay. It's just a picture. Pagoda 2. Pagoda 2. That turned out pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Alright, well, that is what I was planning on doing for today. For this. Not for today. There's more. There's more for today. I am going to take myself a quick break because it's a good idea. I don't know, just things I need to do, such as refresh my drink. I will be back shortly, and then we'll play some I keep wanting to say Tarless World because I've been talking about it lately with the creator, but it's not yet. Soon. In a few days, actually. But I'll be back. Thank you for joining me for Coloring Pixels. I'll be back with some Battle of Tarless. See you soon.